You and I have both experienced that pain. You strive for your justice, and I strive for mine.
And what's going on, Read My Lips people? We are back. Back like we ain't never left, baby. So, yeah, I got a little bit of a rant to do today. It's ranting time. Oh, yeah. Got a little bit of a rant to do today. So, if you checked out my video yesterday, all was glorious. MSNBC embracing UBI. It was a good look. I was happy. I was satisfied. I took it. I was like, good job, MSNBC. Even though I don't believe you as far as I can throw you, and I can't throw MSNBC, that's literally impossible, so that means I don't believe them. I was happy to see it. Steps in the right direction. All was good. All was well. Had a little smile on my face. And then Fox News goes and decides to shiv me in my rib cage. What am I talking about? Well, Stuart Varney, I do declare, pretty much went on a tangent, absolutely tearing down UBI. It was gross. It was disgusting. It was hard to watch. Now, Fox, very seldomly do I give you credit because very seldomly do you earn credit. But when you do, I give it to you. When you do, I give it to you. And when you screw up, boy, oh boy, do you screw up. And I got to give it to you when you screw up too. I'm going to play the video. And then we're going to come back. And we're going to pick this apart.
But I don't know whether you heard my question earlier, but I'll ask it again. The Democrats have a plan to pay everybody $2,000 a month, adults that is, $2,000 a month as a relief from this depression-style economy that we've got now. Now, you've written extensively on this kind of program. What do you make of it?
Yeah, it's funny you say adults because I think the legislation actually says 16 and over. And I don't know about you, but my summer job at age 16 was not paying me $2,000 a month. But either way, I think the issue here is that I am very much in line with the idea that we need to get supply and production going in our economy, and giving money directly to people is the least stimulative. Now, I recognize that there's a need for a safety net. There are people who are hurting and are unemployed and need access to cash, and I believe that's what our unemployment system is for, which they've put up to $600 a month on top of the state benefit. So there are already safety nets in place for some of those things. This direct injection of cash, I think, is the least stimulative of all the things we could be doing to help this economy.
David, I think it's a case of never letting a crisis go to waste. This is the way that those who want a universal income plan get it through the side door during the virus crisis. I don't think it's going to happen. Do you?
I do not. No, I don't think that they would even have the votes in their own party, but I agree with you. That's exactly what this sort of token gesture is intended to do.
So let's first start off. I just want to get this out of the way. I give two shits how much you were getting paid at 16 for your summer job. Don't care. Not relevant. You can take it. Take how much you got for your summer job at 16. Take the whole thing. Take all of it. Grab it. Make sure you got it all scooped up and take a long walk off a short bridge. I don't care. I don't care how much you were making at 16 during your summer job. Not relevant. Moving on. So we need to get supply and production into the economy. But we can't because we're in the middle of a pandemic, stupid. No, we can't get supply and production because there's a virus out there. What is wrong with you? And then to say to give people money directly isn't going to help the economy out. You give people money, they spend said money. It's not hard to figure out. It's really not hard to figure out. How can you sit there with a straight face and say, I don't see how, giving people money will help stimulate the economy. I just don't see it. You're going to give these people money? I don't see it. I just don't see it. You need a new pair of glasses, sir.
You just broke your glasses? Who cares?
There is literally a list of states. He tries to say, oh, well, that's what unemployment's for. Unemployment is going to help these people out. First of all, you get diddly squat with unemployment, right? You get diddly squat. Yes, there is a $600 added to it, thanks to some of the progressives in the party fighting for that. Bernie Sanders slipped in that provision. He made sure he fought for that provision. Great. That's fantastic. Not everybody's getting that $600 yet. Connecticut is one of the states that hasn't had that $600 yet. As a matter of fact, probably on the screen somewhere, I'm going to have a list of states that haven't received their $600 yet. Do you know why Connecticut hasn't received their $600? Because Connecticut's machines are so old that shell out this unemployment money, that they haven't thought of making it okay to put 4 digits in what people receive for unemployment, because the average is $200 to $300 is what you get for unemployment. So now that they've added this extra bit of money in there, they don't know what to do. They literally have to make the machines able to give people more money. So we're behind. Nobody in Connecticut has gotten that extra $600 yet. So what are you babbling about? And then Stuart Varney. David, I think it's a case of never letting a crisis go to waste.
I need a window seat because this flower is wilting.
Oh, so like we're scheming. We're the schemers. The people are the schemers. Crickets when it came for the bailouts, for the big businesses. Crickets. I didn't hear you say peep, not boo hoo. You want to talk about never letting a crisis go to waste? Fuck it, let them fail. Let these businesses fail. No. Nope. We have to bail them out. We got to do it. Crickets. I didn't hear a damn thing. Now when it comes to giving the people just a little bit of extra cash, you're trying to make it seem like we're the schemers. Like we're taking advantage of the situation because we so wanted to be in this situation. Bro. That's why you're stuck in that little... That's why you don't talk to anybody with any common sense or anybody that's going to put up even a bit of fight to you. You need to stay in your own little bubble because you have to be right. And you're only going to talk to people that agree with you because Lord forbid you get out of that bubble and you talk to someone like me, it's going to be a different ball game. And we're in the thought process that we're using this to get UBI through the side door. Like, we don't have to scheme shit, bro. Look at the numbers. People wanting UBI has increased astronomically. And it's not just with Democrats. It's with Republicans also. Now, do I think the $2K a month is going to happen? Probably not. I don't think $2K a month is going to happen. But you aim high and take the low that you get, the median that you get. And $1,000 a month until this blows over is what we've all been asking for. So you throw the $2,000 out there like a bomb, and then you get the $1,000. And like, so smug. You guys did the same thing in 2008, and you're doing the same thing now. $4.5 trillion bailout. They gave Boeing bailout money, and what did they do? Fire people immediately. And those people that are fired, I'm pretty sure they can use some of that stimulus money, right? But no. Don't give them a UBI. Leave those people on their own. You should be ashamed of yourself. For shame. I'm out here every day, sometime till 3 a.m., 4 a.m. in the morning, before before the pandemic, 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning, trying to push and trying to push and try to push and try to, even if only 4 people are convinced that watched my channel, like that weren't for UBI before, to be for it, that's a success to me. Trying every day, and then for you to sit there so smugly, never let a crisis go to waste. Oh my God. Let's not pretend that what you're all about isn't corporate socialism. That's a thing. And this election cycle, that wasn't said enough. Nobody was out there saying corporate socialism. That's a thing. I pray for 2024 that phrase gets thrown around a lot more, because that is a thing. That corporate socialism, that's what you're for, that's what you're vying for, and UBI is what you're vying against. But like I said before, it's not just the Dems that like a UBI. It crosses the threshold to Republicans as well. Now, admittedly, the way the right tends to look at UBI is different from the left, but I don't care how you want to look at it as long as you want to implement it. So Milton Friedman, for example, the way he looks at it is, you put something like a UBI in place, that will help diminish some of the social safety nets, right? And now the left is going to say, no, I want UBI on top of the social safety nets. A lot of the left is going to say that. And, that's up for debate. We can debate that. But Milton Friedman, he suggests something like, you get UBI, you give people enough money that they won't need the social safety net. And that absolutely helps cut and get rid of some of the government, some of the unnecessary government that's out there. A lot of people want less government, right? So they look at it 2 different ways, but that's okay. But for you to pretend like it's the left taking advantage of this situation to try to sneak UBI in through the side door, bro, never say that. You would never say that to my face. Never, 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 bro. Ridiculous. Tom Cotton, Milton Friedman, even Mitt Romney was for a UBI-esque situation, giving direct cash payments to people. Come on. Come on, man. This really, the fact that yesterday I had a video talking about MSNBC being for it, and literally a day later, Fox News is shitting on it, is ridiculous. We're fighting too hard to get this. I can't fathom why there are so many people against other people having money or being slightly more financially stable. Why does that bother you so much? And I've come out on this show and said, they don't care about you. They don't care. I've said it so many times. If this don't show it, then nothing does. They don't care about you. So yeah, I just had to have that little rant. Absolutely, disgusting. If you want to have a debate, and a fair assessment of your thoughts on UBI, fine. But they're scoffing it away like. What is Stuart Varney's net worth? Let's check this mofo's net worth. Stuart Varney's net worth is $10 million, in the range of. So sometimes these things are a little over, sometimes they're a little under. So let's make his median $10 million. And you have the audacity, sir, to sit there and rail against people for 4 months, 3 or 4 months, getting direct cash payments to them. For the people that still watch Fox because they feel it's relative information or because they're getting something from it, you're a glutton for punishment. I'll tune into it to see what the hell they're talking about in case I have to dismantle it. But I'm not watching it to satisfy where I get my news from, because Stuart Varney, ladies and gentlemen. Now on to something a little more pleasurable. Actually, a lot more pleasurable. Andrew Yang is now part of Project 100. He sent out a tweet earlier today. I'm thrilled to be a part of Give Directly's Project 100. Our goal is to give $1,000 cash to 100,000 families. The pilot program has already sent money to nearly 5,000 families, but it's not enough. Let's make this happen for more families. Project100.us. And then he went on to give congrats to a whole bunch of people for making this happen. He's glad to be a part of it and pumped to get money to the people. Do you guys recall the video where I was saying this dude doesn't stay stagnant? Do you guys remember that? One thing I loved about Yang was he don't stay stagnant. He didn't do this run for president and just be like, it didn't happen. People know me now, so I'll just chillax and just live the rest of my life out and do nothing. No. He's constantly doing something, and majority of the time, it's for the people. Majority of the time, he's helping the people. And you don't have to always agree with everything Andrew Yang says or does, but you gotta admit, he cares. He cares. So CNN went on to talk about this as well. They said Stacey Abrams joined forces with Andrew Yang on Tuesday to announce the launch of a new campaign aimed at providing $1,000 in direct cash payments to 100,000 families receiving supplemental nutrition insurance assistance programs, SNAP. The announcement comes as shutdown measures across the country to combat the coronavirus pandemic have put millions of Americans out of work and closed schools. I think New York closed it for the rest of the year, which for millions of low-income students provide free or reduced-priced meals. The two Democrats unveiled the Project 100 campaign, an effort organized by nonprofit Give Directly, software company Propel, and education advocacy group Stand for Children. The effort has raised $55 million, the group announced Tuesday. The campaign also announced several celebrity backers, including Ariana Grande, Rihanna, Halsey, Stephen Colbert, Elaine, and others. The most economically vulnerable are struggling to survive, unable to afford groceries or medicines for their children, let alone cover utilities, car payments, and rent, Abrams said. Jennifer Porter, who was talking to CNN, who's just an average, everyday person, said, I still have friends that are waiting for their unemployment payments, Porter told CNN in an interview Monday, who haven't had that cash since this whole virus started. So I know that if this program continues, I know for a fact it will help a lot of single mothers. So I'll stop it there. In the rant where I was DDTing Stuart Varney, I said, in Connecticut, people still haven't gotten that $600. They still haven't gotten it. And then in other places, people still haven't even gotten their unemployment. I was talking to 5 people today who reached out to me because they had questions about unemployment and how it works and stuff like that, and they still haven't gotten their unemployment. And there's people that haven't even gotten their stimulus because of whatever weird situations have happened with H&R Block and etc. So this is just one more way to help people out because Lord knows we need it, right? So this is dope. This is fantastic. I love it. Look, I had people saying like, Abrams Yang 2024. Relax. Relax. I mean, this is dope from Stacey. She's never been like on my radar as somebody I've been like, oh, it's Stacey Abrams. She's never been on my radar like that. I'm kind of flat when it comes to her. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I know she's usually in the right, and meaning not right wing, but correct. And I whenever I see something of her, usually it's good. So I dig her. But let's slow down on that 2024. That's a while away. It's 4 years away. Let's relax. Woosah. And we'll come back to Yang 2024. I mean, it's always good to throw names out there and speculate, but it's still early, baby. It's still early. But this is dope. I like seeing this, and I'm gonna be keeping tabs on it. And the fact that it has celebrity backers too. For the people that really don't pay attention to politics but pay attention to celebrities, this helps. It really does. It really does. Because again, I can go to the barbershop tomorrow and ask if they know who Andrew. It could be new people in there. I can ask if they know who Andrew Yang is. They'll be like, "Nah, I never heard of him." Oh, but do you know who Rihanna is? They all know who the fuck Rihanna is, right? So if these celebrities are pushing it and talking about it, it's even better.
Bills were tight before, but they're really tight now.
I actually lost my job right as this pandemic was announced.
Literally overnight, I lost my job.
Income is paycheck to paycheck.
COVID-19 has upended lives. This crisis is universal. We're in this together. Everyone has been affected. But the most vulnerable are now even more vulnerable, forced to make impossible trade-offs with limited resources. This is the time to give directly. In just 3 weeks, we've delivered $1,000 in contactless direct cash transfers to nearly 5,000 families hardest hit by COVID-19 all across the country. And we're only getting started.
They gave me the $1,000 to spend however I want.
And it was there, and I was like, what?
But when it showed up to the account, I got emotional.
My daughter can't go to school right now. She's been home, and it's helped with that. It's helped with the bills and more food for her.
Let's help each other. Let's believe in each other. Let's provide the needed resources directly, efficiently, and respectfully.
That $1,000 took so much weight off me.
In the next 100 days, we're aiming to raise $100 million to deliver cash to 100,000 U.S. families in need. This is Project 100.
So yeah, I had to go in. Guys, because they're trying to, as we're trying to build, they're trying to tear us down. And on the show that Stuart Varney has on this show, that Fox Business, whatever show, he's never gonna have a progressive person. He's never gonna have anybody that can give a substantive argument to the BS he's talking about. That's literally them in there sniffing their farts.
He was eye level with people's butts, so as they farted, he could get right up close to their butts and smell it.
It's just them in there sniffing their farts. And sometimes it's I can only take so much of them being obnoxious. So that'll do it. I'll wrap it up for today. I think this has gone on long enough. You always know I appreciate you guys. Thank you for letting me rant a little bit. So if you like what you see, if you like what you hear, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Just hip thrust that like button. And if you don't, let me know in the comment section why. I'm always down to talk about it. I have a Cash App, a PayPal, and a Venmo link in the description below. Please feel free to donate to the channel. Every little bit helps. Hopefully I'll be talking to you guys soon. Have a good one. Peace.